You will never understand spirit. And if you're like me, you'll probably never stop trying to. This is one of the ultimate dilemmas in spirituality, that understanding, or the attempt to understand spirituality, is really, in my mind, an attempt to dumb spirituality down to our level, the level of our ego, rather than for us to reach for the level of spirit. Now, we think when we're trying to understand spirit that we are attempting to reach that level. But I want you to reconsider that. And I want you to think that understanding, or trying to understand spirit, is really another way of the ego trying to be in control of everything. And that's what the ego wants to do. One of the biggest ways that the ego tries to control things is by saying, well, I need to understand that. And as long as we have egos, we're gonna have that need. I'm not criticizing, and I'm not taking myself out of whatever criticism it may sound like I have. But spirit is a much higher realm than ego. And for us to think that we can understand, for example, what a multidimensional consciousness that is not bound by time and space, if we think we can understand that, well, we're stuck here in our bodies on Earth. It's kind of ridiculous. Now, what we can do is we can encounter spirit. We can go to its realm in various ways. And we can bring back nice nuggets of wisdom and information that can really improve our lives. We can do that through psychedelic journeying. We can do that through past life regression hypnosis. We can do that in deep states of meditation. There are ways that we can do that. But I'll warn you, when you do that, the main thing that's going to happen is that you end up with more questions than answers. Or you end up with kind of a false sense of understanding something that you probably don't fully understand. So let's try not to dumb down spirituality to the levels of our ego. Let's try to reach out and play in that realm, bringing back whatever we bring back, but also realizing we can't hold on to it. We can't control it. We can't ever fully get it. Not while we're here in physical bodies in 3D. That doesn't mean we can't go there and have a great time. It's just that we can't really understand it the way we think of understanding. Just want to put that out there because it does get in the way of a lot of people's experience. And the ego is really sneaky. The ego wants to control everything. And what most people don't understand is how the ego uses this very reasonable sounding idea of, I just want to understand. Well, there are certain things that you can't understand. And that doesn't mean you can't experience those things, enjoy those things. Think of it this way: I want to understand the Mona Lisa. Does anybody understand the Mona Lisa? Does anyone really understand a lot of things when it comes to art or literature or music? The fact is, we think we do, and we always try to take the sublime and put it into something that we can understand. But understanding is really not as important as experiencing. And that would be my thing is to, my advice would be experience it rather than understand it. Expand yourself out into the realm of this thing you want to understand, whether it be art, music, or spirit, rather than trying to put it into your box. And like I said at the beginning, I'm always going to be trying to understand. You probably will too. This is just something to keep in mind. Thank you.